the same over here in the
Oh,
Netherlands.
question. In Germany, do you guys still have to wear a mask at the hospitals? When you go in a hospital, you still have to mask up,
Right,
right?
right now, I was never in a hospital, but before I was never in a hospital, so I can tell.
Last time I went to a really old one, you have to.
Because they're still doing it here in Canada. They lifted it for 1 month, and then they brought it back again.
Oh my God, man!
This was just last month.
You will pass the ribbon.
That's insanity, you know.
I gladly was not needed to go to a hospital in the last 3.5 years, so I can tell. So I know in the beginning, of course, I know from telling, from saying, but gladly I didn't need to go to a hospital in the last 3.5 years. I don't need to go there.
That's
But
good.
I lick every lamp on the street, and I didn't get something. So
Cool. Listen, I don't mean to butt in, but I'm going to bounce out, Scott, and go and see what LC's up to.
Is he alive?
Do
Sorry.
your thing, man.
Yeah, it's going live. I don't know if you're staying on, or I might come back or whatever. What are you up to, Turpie? What are you up to,
Oh, I'm
Turp?
coming out of the old season sick.
I was going to say, you look a lot.
I'm
I'll tell you what,
actually
you look good without a beanie, man. You fucking look younger, mate. No, I'm being serious, bro. But yeah, I'll come over there, and if I bounce back, Scott, I don't know if you're staying live or if you're going to come over there or what you're doing, but
No, bro.
all right,
I'm
I'll
going. I'm
catch
going
you
with
in
the
a bit,
flow.
man. All right,
I'll be
sweet.
bouncing
All right,
in
then
there.
I'll catch you boys later.
You know, here, but going in.
Catch you
Sweet.
later, dude.
Cheers, bro.
Is he live right now? I mean, fuck. I got the fucking goddamn laptop here. Well, I'm
I
staying
have
live.
no idea. I don't know. I don't care. You know. Right now, I'm right here. So.
Well, we can touch on topics over here. Who gives a fuck? Fuck the war. Fuck the political system. It needs to be fixed.
Yeah, which war though? You know.
Yeah, I know. We got all sorts of
going on.
Yeah, they got everyone all dizzy and confused.
You have a war in Ukraine, right? You have a war in Israel right now. You have a war in Africa, Sudan, right? The army is fighting proxy armies and stuff. So it's basically a world war that we're in right now. This is how World War III looks like.
Exactly. Yeah, all around the world, different sections of war, things, problems, issues happening.
Yep, basically.
Short on resources, cost of living going up, more control. Even this digital system is helping these people too, right? So they get to play the I Spy, I Follow, track and trace. Mm-hmm. Totally unnecessary. Invaded privacy. All for our, so-called safety, but more likely for their safety.
For our freedoms, right?
Yeah,
for
their safety, they gotta keep an eye on us, right? They're gonna be like, "Fuck, what if we piss these guys off too much?" And then,
exactly, man, exactly.
And I'm not advocating violence. I'm just saying, like, sometimes push to shove, right? There's only so much people can take.
True. Very true. Yeah, it's very sad to see the state of the world that we're in right now. Wars everywhere. They want to have a war with Taiwan and stuff like that. It's really amazing. It's amazing.
Time to roll some stuff. Yeah, roll up some nice weed. Smoking up some weed. Relax. Hey, Tina. Much love to everybody.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead, Frankie.
That is a question.
TURPIE.
Pima?
TURPIE.
What is that? I
don't know.
The guy on the lower left side. TURPIE.
Oh, TURPIE. Turpie, he's on mute.
Yeah,
he's
brother.
on mute.
Frankie wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Frankie. Sorry.
Where are you from?
Australia.
Ah, Australia. TURPIE. I was thinking about
Down
Finland.
under.
I was thinking about Finland or something like this.
I've actually got I've got some like blood from like I've got Scandinavian blood like bloodlines, but yeah, I'm not from there. Like my family's been here for years, but yeah, we have my bloodline goes back to Scandinavia, Irish and German. Like, where are you from?
No, I just
I'm from your mom.
no, I just pointed from your TURPIE. I was thinking about Finland or something like this because of your name, just because of your name.
Oh, Turpie is the weed, right? You know, marijuana, the Turpie buds.
The terpenes.
Yeah,
I've actually got a German name.
Terpenes.
you got a German name.
You have to recognize
that.
this flag, right, Turpie? I mean, come on. Everyone knows this flag over here, red, white, and blue. You know.
Dude,
So
the next time I walk into a dispensary, I'm gonna just do a fucking
What up, Steve?
Kiwi / Aussie accent. Because they always
Hello,
try to
Steve.
be your friend.
So Turpie, so one question. I don't know if you know Bernie from Australia. Is a German guy. He is living in Australia. He's reporting since 3-4 years as a German, Bernie from Australia. What is going on in Australia in the last 3 years, as well about the last election you had the last week, about the yes no to yes no was the Aborigine election.
My wife's Aboriginal, and we didn't vote, so our votes went to no, because there's no way we would have got a say anyway. There's no
Can
way
you?
the Aboriginal people would have got a say.
So what is
Why
the
even
what is
vote
the
for it?
what is the back? I'm interested. What is the background about that vote the last week?
Well, I was trying to say they were going to give the Aboriginal people a voice in Parliament, but they already have a voice in Parliament, and it doesn't really get heard anyway. And it would have been exact same thing. It wouldn't have done nothing. It would have been people behind the scenes orchestrating it. It wouldn't have been them talk. You can't talk about it much on here because it's politics, but yeah,
No, that's all right. You
Wouldn't
can we can push it. We're pushing it to the limit.
all right. Well, basically, right. They were trying to say they would have given the Aboriginals a say, but it would have been for the idiots behind the scenes. They would have been saying the say. It wouldn't have been nothing about the Aboriginals because they wouldn't have got nothing they wanted. They would have threw money at stupid projects for money wasting time and shit like that. They just do stupid shit, trying to slow the process down.
That same thing is happening here.
In other words, your government sucks over here too.
Same thing's happening here. You know what they gave me for my annual treaty money? It's $44.
Yeah.
$44 fucking dollars. Yeah, man. I was literally. I thought I owed them money because I had to update my status card, right?
They have got a few good. They don't get me wrong. They have got a few good things for the Aboriginal people, like, and there's lots of money thrown at it, but only a little bit gets to them. Like my mother-in-law, she's Aboriginal. She's an elder. She gets $60,000 a year to spend on her. She doesn't get and she barely gets to spend all of that. Like I remember, I think last year she had 30,000 left. That would have got thrown back to them, and they would have spent it somewhere. Like, mate, and I guarantee you though, she would have been allocated 200,000 a year, not 60,000, 200,000 a year. They're ripping them off so
Would that
much.
be like tax free or something? No taxes.
Yes, it's tax. Yes, it's tax free. Yes, it's tax free. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So was this voting about the people, about the originals, or was this voting to get their land? Basically,
No, this was to get them a voice, but we all think we all pretty much know it wouldn't have given us, my family, a voice. It wouldn't have given my wife's family a voice. What it would have done, it would have given them like a reason to take certain things away from them. They would have said, "Oh, this came from the Aboriginal people. They don't want this anymore. Scrapped." That's what would have happened. A lot of things of theirs that are in place would have got scrapped, and it wouldn't have been coming from them. They would have got run over. I think. I'm sort of glad it didn't come in.
okay, I understand.
What's in place at the moment, that they get looked at, like, trust me, there's a thing in at the moment, like, where they basically get royalty. Like, as soon as you're an elder, you get money put at you and stuff like that.
But
and they would have sucked all that up, I think.
Yes, but the vote on the end, the vote was give the people from the Aboriginals more power in the parliament, although there are already people from the Aboriginals in the parliament positions. But is it about to take over the land, or is it about?
No, what it was, my honest opinion, what it was for, because then when voting would have come in, they would have had a say in certain things, like for certain referendums and certain, like, laws and shit like that. Well, they would have said the Aboriginal people have passed it, and I guarantee you, none of them did. That's what they would have used it for, brother.
Okay, so as Bernie from Australia, the German guy, said, the voting was not for the Aboriginals; it was against.
No, it wasn't.
It was against the Aboriginals.
Yep.
So he's right.
Yep, he's right. 100% right. 100%. My wife's Aboriginal.
So it's about land take. It's about land take. After all, it's about land take.
Yes. Yeah. But it's basically so they don't have to say sorry and all that shit. They would have said, "Oh, well, you've got to say now. We don't have to say shit." You know what I mean? They would have
It's
said,
about
"Oh,
land." And then you go to the Netherlands guy over there and ask about the farmers and ask about the land take, what they're doing over there. You see the same scheme, right?
Basically, yeah. There are lots of farmers sold out. And they went to other countries and stuff.
Right, Steve?
And taking the land from the farmers.
Yep.
Because of the CO2 bullshit.
Yeah, it's bullshit. I like the cat, man.
Ah, it's another cat.
Cool.
I got kittens.
Aww.
I got kittens here. I got heaps of kittens.
Yeah. I love cats.
I grab another one. He's a girl one. That was a boy. This is a girl one.
No.
Fuck, I just won $50.
Very young, very young.
I'm on $50.
My big guy is sleeping still there. Ah, beautiful.
Another cat. Whoa.
Beautiful.
And there's 2 more.
Aww.
I
used to have.
Oh yeah, you got all the babies. Show me the babies.
Yeah.
This is the babies.
Put your full screen.
I used to have 2 cats, but now I got
I
one.
think you froze.
You got beautiful markings, man.
Yeah, beautiful, man.
Was that one? Is that one Claire's?
No, that's my daughter's. Wait, I'll show you the whole lot.
No.
Holy moly, so many cats. Ay, ay, ay.
How cute.
That's my one there,
So-
the grey one. That's the one I'm keeping.
And the rest you're selling, or what?
I'm just giving them away. Homes.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I take them all. They have still blue eyes. When they are babies, they have still blue eyes. I love it.
Oh,
I take him all.
I have
I
brown
wish I could
eyes.
get
I'm
them
a
all.
fucking mutt.
I
I love
take
cats.
them all.
I love cats. Cats
Me
are
too.
beautiful.
I've
Cats
grown
are-
up. I grew up with cats. When I was a little boy with 6, 10, 12 years old. Now I'm 50 years old.
What about dogs?
I grow up with cats. Everywhere I work around the world in the last 25 years, I have cats. I was having cats in Mexico. I was having cats in Tunisia, in Egypt, in Spain. Everywhere I work, I have
Little
cats.
It's a little bit evil.
So, but to come back to the story, so what I see here from Australia, New Zealand, Netherlands, and Germany, I give back the question to Canada. Is it the same story over there? They want to take the farmlands from the farmers to reduce the cows or something like that.
I don't think they're gonna. It's different here. Maybe we have so much land. It's so vast.
See what you're saying there? I think that's what they were going to do here. If they give the say to Aboriginal people, I think they were going to take certain land back, not the Aboriginal people, but the government, and say, "Oh, we're going to give this to Aboriginal people," but they weren't going to get it. I think what they would have done, they would have sold the land and give the Aboriginal people money. It's because they wanted that land, and they thought it was going to get passed, and
they want the resources, whatever the fuck is under the ground.
but no one voted for it, man. No one voted. Like hardly anyone voted yes. Like very, very little. Like even the Aboriginal people, like the Aboriginal people were voting no. Like it's.
I don't know. All the Aboriginals on my reserve, at least 70% of the reserve don't even vote. They don't even care for the political system, right?
Because they know they're not going to get what they
vote
but
the other 30% that does it controls a lot what's happening. You know what I mean? Which is it seems like, in my opinion, that's fucking criminal. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't want to talk about much on the area because I know there's other people that know about this shit. Up in Australia, right? There's certain parts where there's mines and parts of the Aboriginal family get fucking shitloads, and I mean fucking shitloads of money thrown at them.
Can we get? Do we have an actual like Kiwi here? Because it's hard for me to hear Aussies talk about anything. I think Kiwis are much more eloquent. They can use the language better. I'm so sorry. I'm just being a dick. I'm just being a dick for fun. Sorry. Sorry.
I all got New Zealand mates, but New Zealanders, they sound. I've got a bit of a New Zealand type of talk to myself because I hang around so many of them. We
have one Kiwi in our whole group, I think, and I wish he was.
They sound South African.
You think so?
Yeah. Yep. I've grown up around them all my life.
That's cool, man.
I'm fucking around too. Like I have no agenda tonight. I'm just like kind of drunk and I'm still on the call and it's been a while. And now I don't know what I'm gonna say or do. But
identify as a unicorn. I understand.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Identify as a tea towel man. You'll get laid 3 times a day and you'll get pulled off 3 times a day.
No, joke, satire.
My fucking
laid 3 times a day, pulled off 3 times a day.
I identify as a cat.
Identify as an alien.
As a man, I like to do fantasy, like sports and shit, like hockey, ice hockey, fucking whatever, baseball, whatever.
Yep.
And my team is always Pridler with the swastika, the pride swastika.
Oh,
that's me. That's my team. I'm
be careful with swastika when you have a German.
It's the pride swastika.
It's reverse. It's the reverse swastika. It means freedom.
No, but it has a rainbow.
We have a history here over here.
Yeah, I know. I know a
hasn't
lot
been-
about that.
There's the swastika that's reversed, and it means like the opposite. You know what I mean?
I mean, the German people shouldn't be afraid because
No, we
they're-
are not afraid. The point is the point. No, really. The point is that the law enforcement is
Yes.
coming to you.
Hey, not just that. Haven't you seen even certain shops? Like, if you want to sell something to a jewelry or like a jeweler, or go to somewhere that buys antiques, a lot of them won't even buy German Nazi stuff.
Yeah, you cannot buy that in Germany. It's forbidden. But if
Oh,
you
shit.
go over to Poland,
verboten.
it's verboten. Yeah,
Yep.
forbidden. But if you go over to Poland on the black market, you find stuff like.
Same here in the Netherlands. You
I'm
know,
winning
go
some
to
money.
the black market.
Maybe as well in the Netherlands you can find stuff on the market.
Yeah, the black
Hey.
market. You know.
Canada is becoming the hottest market right now for
But-
what we're talking about.
But
Because Canada,
we are
Yeah,
not.
Canada, we
right
protect,
now, the people
we
here,
protect. Listen,
here in Germany, you cannot find and you cannot buy stuff like that. It's
listen,
forbidden.
as a Canadian, I want to say right now, we protect Nazi war criminals.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
yeah, man.
The whole parliament was clapping for a 98-year-old Nazi. You know, it's
I'm
what
They
the
only
hell,
just
man?
got it like a.
I'm
They
quite
just got a
sure you
Nazi from over
find.
here. And he was real old, like 80 something. They busted him a few years back. One of the last Nazis.
I'm quite sure you
90
find that on the
something.
market in the Ukraine and Kiev as well. I don't know. Just saying. Asking for a friend.
Oh yeah, Azov.
The whole five of them are laying in a row.
But like
Anyway,
Russia
people, I'm off.
controls the Azov Sea, don't they?
Sorry, excuse me. There is one guy over there, Steve. He was never talking anything. Maybe we should let him in.
Oh, you don't want
Yes.
Steve to talk.
Steve is muted. He's talking to me on
He's chat.
he's talking about Ron Clark in Canada. Ron Clark.
Anyway, people,
Oh
I'm
God, I don't want to talk about Ron Clark. I want to talk about the Sea of Azov.
I'll see you guys next time. See if Azov was in Ukrainian
Much
hands,
love, Roger.
now in Russian hands. So
It's in
Good to meet you,
Russian
brother.
hands
Good to meet
now,
you.
right?
Later,
Right.
Roger. Have a good night, man.
later,
Bye
dude.
bye to Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Ciao.
Peace to Netherlands.
Peace, Roger.
Oh,
Love
he's
you,
from the
buddy.
Netherlands, eh?
Netherlands. Yeah, I can't even say it.
Oh, nice.
Neither. I call it neither. Is it Netherlands or Netherlands?
Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Netherlands. So it's neither.
Netherlands.
Holland.
Hey, Buster.
Holland.
So Netherlands.
Yeah, good to see you too,
Yeah,
Buster.
Steve wants to say something. Let him go.
No, I wanted to say about
Love you,
Ron
Roger.
Clark. I wanted to say about Ron Clark there. He gave a lot of shit to a lot of people in Canada about when he was down in Ottawa doing that stuff for the kids, and he had to move. He had to take care of some personal problems or whatever. And I really do believe this guy because he's been there. He's been down there, and you know, when the convoy was down there and everything like that, he just backed off of it, and he just taped everything, went away, come back, tape it.
You're nice to
come
see you
away.
too, Roger.
But what you know what him, eh? You come down to the kids, and that's what you got to protect.
Leave the kids alone.
And what I'm saying is, you know, you want to give these that's in the school system, right? You know, they're talking about all this crap, but there's basically two things to that. You're talking about the thing in the schools and the thing about giving them that. Okay?
Yeah.
There's two of them. Right? So no, I never took nothing, never did nothing,
Uh-huh.
you know.
Yeah.
Hey, Scotty, I'm going to jump down. I'm going to run over the LCs for a little bit. And if you're still live, I'll come back.
Sounds good. Is he live? Yeah, he's live.
I'll leave it
All right, yeah.
on my live for you.
Sounds good, man.
Crikey, we got a live. We got a live
Much love,
stream
sir,
up
Turpie.
here, boys. We got a live stream up
easy.
here. Let's get a row. Let's get a row.
Let's go. Let's go. Freedom.
Freedom.
I hate Australians, but I love New Zealanders. Sorry, boys.
No, you don't hate nobody, man. You hate your government.
Don't tell me who I hate.
Yes,
Now I
can
hate
tell
you.
who you hate. Because
Now I hate you.
You love the people, but you hate your government. That's what you gotta,
Right.
Australians are always like,
all right?
crikey,
Okay.
where's my knife?
Do you get that?
Crikey.
When you realize that,
And then-
you will wake up really good.
So,
But New-
listen, what I like to tell you,
No offense
because
there,
sorry,
New
no
Zealanders
offense,
are
you're in the dark.
New
sorry to
Zealanders are
interrupt
like,
you. It's 4 in the morning.
Mike.
I didn't sleep now. It's 4 in the morning here. So, what I like to tell you right now, very quick. So, I know COTAP 1, 2, 3 since 2020. Since we started with blah blah blah, and that's why I'm here on the channel, and I'm excuse me, and that's why I'm here right now. But it's 4 in the morning over here. I had no sleep. I'm drunk. It's weekend, no problem. But I like to thank you very much for having me on your show. I want to get out now as a German correspondent or a journalist or how you ever call me. Thank you very much for having me. God bless you. And we are one human family. And I say as well, be connected. From Canada to USA to Europe to Australia, New Zealand, we are connected. The people who are open-minded are connected. We know what's going on. We are all staying together. Telling about the other story, we know what's going on. We are staying connected. We are connected. Thank you very much. God bless you. Have a good night. Have a good evening.
All right,
Thank
good.
you for having me.
Hey,
God bless you.
fuck you too, and God bless you for telling the truth, man. Yeah.
Right, Frankie. Oh, Steve. Frankie. That's
Yeah.
my channel right there.
Hey,
Pardon
God
me?
bless you.
That's my YouTube channel right there.
You have another channel. Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm not Coda B.
Okay.
I'm
Gotcha.
I'm his homeboy, so I'm his buddy.
Gotcha.
But he'll
So-
be dropping by soon.
I can tell you what is going on this weekend. This is, Saturday. There is a big protest on in
I'm
Switzerland
going
in
to bring
Basel.
my black brother in. Watch this.
I thought you said Coda was going to be here.
He is supposed to come.
That's why you're on his channel, because you said he was coming.
I got his channel. He don't care.
Oh, where's Coda? Where's our boy?
Whatever.
That's what I
whatever.
mean. He's
Get over here.
he's still where he's at.
No,
We-
I'm
this
serious,
is it.
man.
But I know Kodap, the channel
Hey.
Kodap. I know from
going
the.
I have to say, because I have to say,
No.
this this entire live stream has been an absolute disaster. It's just people fighting with themselves. It's all hate.
Okay.
No, people. No, it's not a disaster.
We need Coda.
It's
I'll
not
be right
a
back. I
disaster.
gotta help.
No,
I gotta help my
it's
black
not a
brother down
disaster.
here,
It's
'cause he left his
human
pub.
beings.
Get over here.
It's human beings. It's human
I got my
family.
brother here because he left his fob in the laundry room, so I gotta let him in.
Where's Nugs?
Thank you.
It's
We're
human
not-
beings and human family. That's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't matter if you are in Canada or USA or in Australia or wherever you are. We are human family and we are positive thinking and we know what's going on and we know the story behind the story. And we know it and we see it after 3.5 years. So what I'm trying to say on the end, thank you very much. Thank you, human family. Thank you for having me
No
from
problem, man.
Germany.
Thank you for being here.
My body, my choice. I like your t-shirt.
Exactly.
I like your t-shirt.
Freedom.
freedom. Of course, freedom. And everybody in his nation, in his country. And that is what we are going to achieve very soon. I'm very sure of that. So thank you very much for having me. Love you. Peace, harmony, and see you the next time. Bye-bye.
Much love, man.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Take care. Much love. Dan. Let's go. Let's go. Freedom. Stupid ass phone. There you go. That's in there. That's fixed. Roxy, you there? You're not muted. Later, Frankie. Thanks for calling, man. We appreciate you. Ed Georgina. Oh shit. We'll go over here.
Oh, you can't hear me?
No, I couldn't hear you.
Oh, I wonder for how long. Holy. Okay, well, I'm here now. What are we talking about, boys?
What's going on? You're gonna make me want to drink in a bit.
Huh?
I might have a couple beers.
Yeah, I should roll a fatty.
Yeah, I got lots of weed. Into the Stars. In 2016, the Serpent invoked the Corona Crown Ritual Atop. That was about 10 days. I don't know if you want to skim through some fucking news topics or you want to fucking music.
I don't know. Right now, Kala, I want to say this. We chat, we're from different sides of Canada, but it's like if we were to just meet up one time and be bros on the ground, like real people, we'd just be friends, right? Like,
Yeah, man.
know. It's like this whole social media information war is fucking bullshit. It's like, let's just fucking have fun, It's like we're all people. We're all real people here. I'm pretty sure.
Here's one thing you need to do before buying anything
Real people, man. Real people. Always.
online.
Stay
Don't
real,
spend
keep
another
it
time.
real. In these fucking commercials.
I just want to smoke dope.
Today,
Maybe have a
we are
couple
going
drinks.
to an ancient underground temple. But
Chill
this
with my
temple
motherfucking
is
homies
not
who are
in
fucking
India.
chill.
It's in the country of Indonesia. Yes, I'm driving in a small village called Sambisari in the country of Indonesia. Let's go take a look at this
Indonesia.
underground temple and see what it has to offer. We have now reached the village of Sambisari, and you can see these vehicles passing by, and you can see the shops here. So this is the ground level of the village of Sambisari. Now, let me show you the ancient temple they found, and you can see that is the ancient temple, and it's
The
about
ancient temple.
50 feet below the ground level of the village of Sambisari. This is the ancient temple
All right.
called Chandi Sambisari.
Next day.
And how old is this temple? Archaeologists say this temple was built in the 9th century.
All right. I didn't bug out yet.
Hello?
Somebody kicked me in the butt today, gave me a good motivational pep talk, and they said, you ain't going anywhere until the shizzy hits the fizzy. And I said, all right, time to man up, knuckle up, and buckle up, because boy, oh boy, do I have a show for you today. Take a look what our fearless leader had to say. We are at a global inflection point that is bigger than any party or politics. Read between the lines. We are at a global inflection point. What could he possibly mean by an inflection point? How significant is an inflection point? Very, very well-crafted, eloquent language, isn't it? Well, let's consult with the Oxford English Dictionary. An inflection point is defined as a point of a curve at which a change in the direction of the curvature.
You know this guy?
In other words, it is a turning point. A turning point, you say? Yes, my good man, yes. That also means World War III on the precipice of nuclear Armageddon. Now look at what we have here. This is how most people think. Linear. This is why shit always hits the fan and everybody's like, oh, we didn't expect that. It's called the normalcy bias. People think in linear terms. They think that the future is going to be a direct continuation of the past. An inflection point occurs at the point of disruption that precedes the exponential explosion of said thing. So we are about to hit a disruption. A disruption could be a disruption in technology, could be a disruption in, critical services that we need in order to survive. Or it could just be World War III, and I'm afraid that's where we're at. And up until this point, everybody thinks everything is normal. Everybody thinks it still looks linear, right? That whole Petri dish experiment, the frog in boiling water, choose your metaphor. This is where we are, according to Biden. He is saying that the shit is about to hit the fan. He's telling you. Now get a load of this. This is how you really know shit's hitting the fan. Get a load of this. I mean, this is all you need to know right here. Senate passes symbolic resolution backing Israel 97-0. All those senators who were given those satellite phones around 6 months ago or so, the satellite phones that are going to send them the secret message to how they can get whisked away into the Denver airport bunker or wherever the hell they're going to go. They got a place. We don't. That's all you need to know. And this is proof of that. Take a look at public opinion. Now, this is from an NBC poll, so we can presume that even if there are Republicans taking this poll, that they might not be as hard right and pro-Israel as others. So take it with a grain of salt. But for the most part, I'd say this is fairly accurate. Either way, it's 50-50. We should not. 53%. Do you see 50 senators voting against this? No, because they know something that we don't. they know something that we don't. They know that this war is more than just about Israel. They know that this is tied in to the calculus of what is going on in Russia and China. The Middle East is a critical pivot point, an inflection point. You know, I've been using that term inflection for the last 2 weeks, which makes me wonder, maybe they got some ghostwriters that be lurking in the shadows in the channel biting my rhymes. It could be. I don't want to get too high on my horse here, but you just never know. You just never know. Apparently, there's some people who watch this channel who are people in pretty prestigious positions. Anyways, I don't want to get too big. I don't want to get too big, guys. I'm only prepared to take down a few people if the shizzy hits the fizzy. So, you know, got to keep them off my back. I don't want to get too big. It's better to stay at this level. Now, get a load of this. This is what's been going on in the last 24 hours. You can't make this shit up. I think that Joe Biden interview and many other people I've been talking to think that it was pre-recorded. For starters, he didn't address it all, and this would have been a great thing for him to talk about if he was trying to sell more war, was the fact that American military bases have been attacked almost a dozen times in the past 24 hours throughout the Middle East. You have the Yemenis sending long-range missiles to Israel, and if you don't think the Yemenis, if you think it's just a little country you haven't heard of, well, take a look at what the Yemenis can bring to bear. Okay,
this is so full of
the Yemenis have been dealing with their own civil war that I guess has been reconciled with the Iranians and the Saudis. So these people, they know how to fight a war. They're not afraid to fight a war. The Houthis are a very, I don't want to say bloodthirsty, but they ain't afraid to get their hands dirty. We'll say that much. All right. Now they're firing a long-range missile that some people didn't even think that they had in the first place. Apparently was shot down by a U.S. ship. But did they get this from the Iranians? This all comes back to the Black Sea. So please stick with me. I'm going to tell you what's about to happen next, or what I think is going to happen next. Bear in mind, at this inflection point that we are now at, where things are going to get parabolically chaotic, as Biden says, it is winter. When are you going to do some major bad nuclear war stuff? In winter. Now, I'm not saying that nuclear war is going to happen, but in Middle East, it ain't winter. Okay, Middle East, it's perfectly fine to fight a war there. Maybe the war is going to go to rest. The conventional war, that is, in Russia and Ukraine for now. Some people are saying it is. And then maybe they're going to heat things up in the Middle East. That's why they're rerouting their artillery shells to Israel. And then maybe they're going to pick it up later. If you want to make an investment, invest in companies making artillery shells, because boy, oh boy. Anyways, it is winter. Keep that in mind. We got diplomats.
I don't do blood money and fucking kill people.
Went back to their motherland, to their homeland. Embassies are being attacked.
Killing people in your
massive
fucking
protests across the Middle East. That
Go fuck
whole
yourself.
hospital road thing that has already passed by. People are already over it. They're already citing new atrocities committed by the IDF. And you know, I'm not going to jump in on that debate. I tend to do that a lot on social media, and at this point in time, I think we got to stay focused on what they have for us, and you easily get derailed in debates about that kind of stuff. But all you need to know is they're already on to the next thing. The Catholic Church that apparently got bombed.
Yeah, I don't want to
killed
debate
a couple
that,
hundred people.
Then it gets hard
again.
That
situation is not going to be
fucking dummy
unless there is an immediate cessation of hostilities.
You don't want to fucking
which
talk
there
about
likely
things
won't be, because there can't be, for reasons I'm
dumb.
going to get into. U.S. troops attacked across the Middle East. The London Stock Exchange shut down for 2 hours because of an incident. Now, I haven't done a whole lot of digging. I'm
for
sure
2 hours.
Now, I haven't done a whole lot of research. Yeah,
he's mostly full of shit.
Sounds like the average fucking YouTuber. I haven't done a whole lot of research, and I don't want this to get too dumb. For fuck's sake. What a fucking...
That guy was an asshole.
Yeah, that's the Canadian prepper. He's a little bit off the hizzy-wizzy, as he says.
He's telling people to fucking make some fucking shells of bomb people. Yeah. Thank you very much. I'll fucking bomb your fucking ass.
There we go. Let's go.
Hit him up.
fucking let's go, boys. Let's make some shows.
Right here in this video, I'm going to
The
explain everything you
Canadian
need to
prepper
know.
better
Of
get
course,
fucked.
we've got the
Now listen,
situation
a
that's going
Canadian
on right
prepper
now,
going down in
escalating
a
the price of
fucking
oil, causing
a
concern,
bunker?
and for good
Are you
reason. I'm going to
crazy?
talk about what's happening. Fundamentally, you're going to see
This
the
guy's
United
talking
States
about
and their production.
the
What about
oil
Saudi
production.
Arabia and theirs? Oil is
This is
all
money,
over the
money
place. It
GPS.
is foundational inside our everyday lives. Is that changing? Well, we're going to discuss today. You came here for the truth, so let me unveil that for you.
I got at least about 15 years of YouTube subscriptions that I've been following for a long time. A lot of these guys are those people too as well. So I get skimmed. This only came out 13 hours ago, so a lot of new shit, right? Like I can skim through my subscription list on YouTube and just find like, you know, what's happening, what's trending, right? Just independently, which is all right. But at the end of the day, a lot of it's just still BS because nothing's still getting done.
For you. In
And we're
today's
still
video,
caught
I
in the
want to
same
break
system.
down oil. I want to look at other energy, and I want to make it real simple. Stick with me. We're going to get into this right here and now. We have it. U.S.
I
oil
hear you,
exports
Scott.
hit a record in the
still
first
with me?
half. And then
I
in
don't agree with all of them.
contrast
Like I
to
follow a
that,
lot of the people,
Saudi
but you
Arabia's
know,
crude
just
oil
because I
exports slumped
I
to a
listen to them, that I don't
28-month
you know,
low in August.
I'm not much of I don't
Very
idol people,
different,
right? So
where we have surging oil
I
from
got
the
my
United
own opinion,
States
see it
and
both sides,
cutback
try to understand
coming
it for
from
myself.
Saudi Arabia. Now, Saudi Arabia has made it
But we all know right
popular.
now there's shit
We are
going down, man.
going
And
to
like
cut our production.
Most
at
popular
least
opinion
to
in my
Big time.
real
Big
life
We'll see what
is that
happens. Things are changing very
following
rapidly
YouTube is
in this
gay.
area, but
yeah,
the point is very clear. The United States, I believe they're bringing a lot of that energy online.
but it's not
Much of that is
exactly
going to Europe right now, who
relying on
needs
YouTube
it because they have severed
because
their
I
lines
still
in
I see it
between
in real
Russia
life,
and
man, in my
them. And of
reality, right?
course,
Just going to,
winter
you know,
is
Service
coming, so they
Canada, or you're
need
going
this.
to the
It's very important
grocery
right
stores,
here
or
and now.
just, you know, hanging
And
out with the
they
people.
have set up
In real
trade
life,
with
it
Qatar. They've
seems
said
that's
we
a
are
little
going
more
to
worse
Qatar to get our natural gas.
nowadays.
There's just one problem. Have you heard? It's not going to be up and running until 2026. So we've got years.
It's
in
hard
this
to hear you
period of time that we
sometimes
need
when the
to
fucker's
realize
speaking.
there's a shortfall right now, and the U.S. has been the number one benefit.
Chris?
I was just saying, like, in our reality, is seeing what's happening. It's pretty much in our face right now. You know, I understand,
but
but relying on
but
YouTube or even
listen,
on
I can't
the
hear
internet.
you speaking when he's talking.
Oh, that's okay. I forgot to fucking stop this guy. I'm learning, getting the hang of it.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So if we can't speak to one-on-one, and then
Look at his
another guy
face.
jumps in, and then it gets all confused.
Who's this other guy? I like this. This guy sounds as drunk as me.
Beneficiary
Steve
in
S?
this circumstance, all right?
Yeah.
The situation between
talk
Europe and Russia.
I'm gonna be drunk. You don't want to hear about what I gotta
I'm
say?
not drunk, buddy.
Yeah,
Go fuck yourself.
Fucking want to say. I don't want to fucking say.
Yeah,
Fucking
go
listen.
fuck off.
What much love,
fucking
Tina?
listen. You better
love you.
fucking
Back
listen
in
to
your
me.
fucking hole.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everybody.
You better fucking listen to me right now. I'm fighting.
God damn it.
See, that pisses them off, and they come back on me. If I wouldn't have said that a minute ago, they
US
probably would
wins.
just put it
But with
back.
Saudi Arabia, as it relates to oil,
God damn it.
they can do anything with the price of oil. They could make it go up and down. They could make it spin, and they could
Right,
do all
Scott?
kinds of somersaults if
Yep.
they want. But
No,
right now,
no
they're
deal.
deciding to cut, and as a result, oil prices have
Did you
remained
see my
high.
brother?
On top
Did
of
you
that,
see
you've
my
got
black
what the
brother?
situation that's been going on, that's been
Yeah.
escalating. There are so many different things.
I call him
So
Cracker.
let's break it down
Calls
even
me.
further.
He calls me
Suez Canal to raise transit fees
different
by
name.
15% from January. So here it is. Again, something on top of all of this that could increase the price of oil yet again. And so all of that, think about this. When you see overwhelmingly a lot of traffic coming through the Suez Canal, as we saw, if you remember that one vessel that was oddly like sideways blocking the whole thing,
Dude, what is with
that
this
it does
nerd
have a
shit,
dramatic
dude?
impact. Because if you're going to go
Nerd
all
shit.
the way to Africa, it's going to, number one, take a long
Can I
time.
point
Some of
this
these
out,
vessels
guys?
do not make it back. And, when you add that, you're adding costs to the whole circumstance. So the whole thing is thrown
He's
off.
okay, but I don't know.
And
It's a little weird,
we
this
have
guy.
a
They're not
just-in-time
fucker off.
type of
He's
inventory.
an
If you've
asshole.
never heard of this, the
He's a fucking asshole.
It's like, yeah, I know about the Suez. All right.
Hartley Dav is live. Let me see who else. Hold on. Chill and Swill. Hold on a second. There's a few more.
Troll Central.
Troll Central.
Scott Lee. Scott Lee
This is Dan
Freedom.
Dixie reporting for
Cowboy
Press for Truth,
Moss.
and what you're looking at here,
Live.
guys, is
Hartley
the Ministry
Dav.
of Justice building in the United Kingdom,
That's all I
where
see
the
right
words
now.
"repeat after us, trans women are women" was recently projected on the side of the building, to which the author J.K. Rowling, who famously wrote the Harry Potter books, posted and just said simply, no. To which somebody else replied and said, vote Labor, get a 2-year stretch. So she says, I'd happily do 2 years if the alternative is compelled speech and forced denial of the reality and importance of sex. Bring on the court case, I say. It'll be more fun than I've ever had on the red carpet. So what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen? Well, of course, they're referring to the fact that Labour, the official opposition to the government in the UK, is seeking to jail people who use wrong gender pronouns on purpose under hate crime law. Purposely calling someone by the wrong gender pronoun could lead to jail time of up to 2 years.
What?
As it may be treated as a hate crime under the Labor government. Now, if this sounds familiar to you, you may recall
Is
us
that in
Canadians have dealt
Canada?
with the same thing. I put
Yeah,
this
this is
out way
Dan
back in
Dix.
June
Dan
of
Dix in Canada.
2016. U of T professor.
That's in
refusing
BC.
to use preferred pronouns may soon
Yeah, he's in
be
BC.
breaking
Yeah, you got it
the
right.
law. And of course, I was referring to Jordan Peterson,
Fucking
who
commies.
back then initially got famous after refusing to refer to some of his students by their preferred gender pronouns. And he was making the case that Bill C-16 was compelled speech laws. And indeed it was. Here it is, an act to amend the Canadian Human Rights Act and the Criminal Code, where they wanted to add gender identity and expression. Here, it says, the bill is intended to protect individuals from discrimination within the sphere of federal jurisdiction and from being the targets of hate propaganda as a consequence of their gender identity and their gender expression. The bill adds gender identity or expression to the list of prohibited grounds of discrimination in the Canadian Human Rights Act and the list of characteristics of undefinable groups protected by the hate propaganda in the Criminal Code. It also adds that evidence that an offense was motivated by bias, prejudice, or hate based on a person's gender identity or expression constitutes an aggravated circumstance for the court to consider when imposing a criminal sentence. Now, something you may not be aware of, guys, is the words, misgendering someone's pronouns doesn't actually come up in this amended bill. In fact, the policy on preventing discrimination because of gender identity and gender expression that was put out by the Ontario Human Rights Commission does say, however, on page 18, it says right here, gender-based harassment can involve refusing to refer to a person by their self-identified name and proper personal pronouns. So there's still a bit of a gray area here in Canada when it comes to this, ladies and gentlemen. But in the UK, if the Labour Party would have it their way, people would be going to jail for up to 2 years for, quote, misgendering someone with the so-called incorrect pronoun. Absolutely insane, guys. We're going to talk about this and so much more in this video. But really quickly, just before we do, I'd ask that you check me out here at pressfortruth.ca/donate. If you really appreciate my efforts to bring you this info, here you can do one-time donation with PayPal. You can do Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. You could join me on
What did you say?
Subscribestar for a monthly
Yeah.
recurring contribution. You could sign up, send an
Hear
e-transfer.
a yes from
to
Scott.
pressfortruth.ca,
Much love,
or
Proxy.
just send stuff to my P.O. Box, guys. Links
Did you
for
see
all
that
of
in
this are
Travis
located
chat?
in the description below.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to everybody who does take the time and effort today to
Yeah.
support my work here at Press for
Exactly.
Truth. All right, guys. As I said,
Great.
this goes way back in Canada. I put
And I
this
got
out
my-
in
I
June
got my
of
guy in the
2016,
hood.
challenging Bill C-16 and Bill 89 at Pride Vancouver, where I was basically just going around in 2016 to the Pride parades asking people about Bill C-16 and Bill 89 specifically, which would compel parents to be forced to use their child's preferred gender pronoun, and their kid could be taken away from them if they didn't do this. And I managed to find some parents who were bringing their kids to Pride.
So many
like
fucking
these two
bills
here,
out there, eh?
who were
There's
full
Bill
of
C11,
this
Bill
legislation, and they were the
C18.
ones
There's so
pushing
many
for the
fucking
passing
bills, eh?
of Bill C-16.
Let me Bill Lemon
that
fucking
obviously
charge him.
Jordan Peterson got famous for refusing. But now we had the UK Labour Party trying to take this a whole step further, not only by putting people in jail for this, but believe it or not, they're even going to hire tens of thousands of enforcers
I know, it's fucking ridiculous.
to, crack down on this so-called hate crimes. So we see here a person who purposely calls someone by the
C11,
wrong
18,
gender pronoun
69
could be jailed
out
for
there
a
in
hate crime.
BC.
Yeah.
Don't they mean a person who purposefully calls someone by the correct gender pronoun could be jailed for a hate crime? Because that's all that's happening here. J.K. Rowling
I tell
is
them all to fuck
adhering
up,
to
man.
reality.
I don't care what color they are.
She doesn't want to kowtow to nonsense because of hurt feelings. So it's it's interesting that they say
Imagine if
they're going to go to
everybody
jail for using the wrong
hated
gender
everybody
pronouns. No,
equally.
they're going to jail for using the correct
Oh.
gender pronouns. The opposition
Think
would
about that one.
make attacks motivated by hatred of the victim's gender identity into aggravated offenses, right? So this is a whole new level, which could land you in jail for 2 years. This would bring transphobic abuse into line with assault and harassment, motivated by hatred on the grounds of race and religion, which are punishable by up to 2 years in prison. Folks, again,
2 years?
for
Well, look,
hurting
the
the
fucking
feelings of a
preachers,
transgender
man. They've been
person
in fucking
by
jail.
sticking to what reality is. And again, if UK
Sometimes.
gets their way, they'll see people being
That's your
arrested,
fucking government.
and thrown in jail
Your
for up to 2
fucking
years. But here's where
government
things get
tells the
really
fucking
crazy
cops
here,
what
guys.
to do.
As we
Your
see here,
military what to fucking do.
Labor will strengthen the law.
You know what?
To ensure
Oh,
that perpetrators of
fuck them.
anti-LGBTQ
It's
plus
us, the
hate
people
can no
that
longer
tell them what to
dodge
do.
longer sentences.
Amen.
Guys, the ones who are hateful here amongst the LGBTQ and the anti-LGBTQ crowd are very clearly on display and have been for years. I've been documenting it for a long time. In fact, in case you forgot, back when I was filmed this interaction with Billboard Chris, right here, dude couldn't handle Chris's words, so he literally tried to rip his throat out. And in case you didn't know, interestingly enough, how things all come around full circle, Billboard Chris initially got that name because he's the guy who paid for billboards to go up in Vancouver that said, "I heart J.K. Rowling." And obviously that became controversial at the time, and he started going around wearing the sandwich boards that say children can't consent to puberty blockers. But he's the guy who originally created the I Heart J.K. Rowling billboards, which is why he's called Billboard Chris. And interestingly enough, that's how that started, and now it's all coming around full circle with J.K. Rowling here saying, "Hey, I'll gladly go to prison for a couple of years. Bring it on." She even funnily says, somebody here is like, "See you on the inside. I quite fancy the kitchens." So she's like, "I'm hoping for the library, obviously, but I think I could do okay in the kitchens. Laundry might be a problem. I have a tendency to shrink stuff and turn it pink accidentally. Guessing that won't be a major issue if it's mostly scrubs and sheets, though." And I got to say, I love the fact that she's maintaining, her sense of humor throughout this. She's not concerned about, cancel culture coming after her. In fact, she's like, bring it on. Bring on the court case. You know, I will gladly stand for truth and logic and rationality here. So again, it's something I think is really good to see. But check this out. Taking it a step further, they say our fully funded plan to recruit 13,000 more neighborhood police and community support officers would increase safety for everyone. So they want to hire 13,000 people to enforce the you know, to catch people in the misusing of gendered pronouns when, like I said, we have documented proof of they are the ones who often get ridiculously violent. You know, it happens time and time again. I've been documenting this for quite some time, guys. Like I said, if you go back to some of my videos, like this one from 2016, 2017, and earlier, you know, I'm warning about the very slippery slope where this is all heading to. And then all of a sudden, you know, C16 comes around, Jordan Peterson comes around, and J.K. Rowling comes around. And now, you know, a few years later, this Labour Party, this opposition in the UK, is now seeking to take it a whole step further by putting you in jail for this.
Yeah, I hear you,
Absolutely
Scott. I
insane,
see your
guys.
thumbs up.
You know, I'd be
Don't
surprised if
worry.
this actually goes through, but it's
I ain't blind and I can hear
a close
too.
eye on. You know, we need to take close attention to what's happening there. Just wanted to bring this to your attention that this is even happening in the first place, guys. Once again, if you do appreciate my efforts to do so, don't forget to check me out here at pressfortruth.ca/donate.
Donate.
That link in the description below. Thank you so much to everyone who does take some time today to contribute to
Everybody's hurting for donating for money. I'll tell you that right now. I'd rather give it to the poor than the fucking church, or maybe not all the groups, but I did give it to a couple of groups, and that's it. I've heard of people putting all their money in the groups, and they got fuck all, too. Hartley Dad is on. Anybody know Hartley Dad? Hartley Dad is on.
Searching for the best Canadian cannabis, weed, reefer, Mary Jane? Look no further, because we're about to light up your world. It's time for a change, Canada. We know you've been feeling the pinch when it comes to your cannabis needs. But guess what? There's a game changer in town. Introducing Bloom Supply, your new best friend.
Together, we stopped the Ontario government from destroying huge areas of the Greenbelt, but they're still trying. Their proposed Highway 413 would pave over the protected land we just worked so hard to save. Premier Ford's Highway 413 will only help his rich developer friends. Ontario needs to open up the 407 instead of wasting billions on building a highway in the Greenbelt. Visit stopthe413.ca and tell the government, save, don't pave the Greenbelt. Brought to you by Environmental Defense.
Backstabbed it, and he's going back.
I know, eh? Fuck that guy.
I know that. I know that. He fucking flip flop. It's like a pancake. Which way do you want me to fry your fucking ass?
I've been making these little ant people, you know. I can't. Yeah. But I'm making this one. I want to.
Hey, brother, I'm out of here for a little bit.
Yeah, man.
You do your own thing. You know.
This is a.
Yeah, man. I'm right here. I'm gonna skim through some videos.
Stone. I had to carve every one of those pieces in here.
Probably end around the 3-hour mark. You take care of that, Steve.
People, man. This
all right, brother. I think you know what you're doing and saying.
Yeah, right after. Well, not the whole world, man.
What's that?
If you rely on the corporate web, you know what I mean. It's a hard world to live in.
Well, corporations rule you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They rule. They control the government. They are.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, they are the power.
Who's the biggest corporation?
That's the real answer. I think they're sharing that.
No. The real corporation is the government, and they give jobs. They give jobs to the police officers, the public service, QB, and all these other fucking assholes.
Yeah. It's a fucking greedy system.
That's my own opinion. I don't care what you believe. You can call me out, whatever. I don't care. And if you disagree with me, I'll say, yeah, okay. Nice try. I'm out of here. Hey, Scott, that was you down on the road there doing that thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was cool. It's like Gran Turismo, man. I mean, I went to, before even you did that video, I was going down that road, and I go, holy shit, Gran Turismo. Let me pound that pedal to the metal. I didn't do that, you know. I just enjoyed the scenery.
I don't know. It was a nice scene.
Yeah,
Nice.
you did. That was a good one. I got a dash cam on my thing there, dude. $850 fucking dollars.
Damn. Expensive dash cam.
I got them all. I got another one coming out here, right? A little side one. When the cops want to come up and talk to me. What the fuck do you want?
Getting ready for the collapse.
No, I just say, what the fuck do you want, cop? Give me the fucking ticket and fuck off. I'll point it in court. He don't have to say nothing to me. Oh, did you know what? Fuck off. Give me the fucking ticket and leave. Right or wrong?
Right?
Does he have to? Do I have to answer his questions? Do I have to answer the cop's question when he come out? That's all I gotta do it because of the privilege of driving in Canada. You give him your papers. Nazi, you got to give them the paper, right? You know.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, did you know what you did wrong? Talk to my lawyer and give me a ticket. Did you hear what I said?
That's right. We'll talk to your lawyer. Give me a ticket.
I don't have to talk to that fucker.
No.
Give me the ticket. And I don't even have to roll my window all down either.
No.
You don't? Where does it say in the law that I have to roll all my fucking window down?
That's right. Robert says, let me see your papers. You know, I know, right? Fuck these guys. This is such a
you go into
weird system.
The airport. Let me see your papers.
They want to know.
They track and trace you, man. It's all up there in the 5 fucking G, man.
It's just fucking ridiculous.
It's a shit show, man.
That's right. Shit show. It's just waiting to be collapsed.
A matter of time, but you don't know when, eh?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why everybody says buy gold and this and that. You know what? I really don't care. They can have it all. Because you know what? All them apostles, I'll get into God a little bit about this. All them apostles, they were
Yeah.
murderers.
Let's make sure you got
And
feed
you know
real
what?
food, man. That's
You
the
know
main
what they
thing.
did? They were fishermen. Right? Judas, dipping the
Yeah.
bread in, and if you read the Bible or whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
I like to spread the word,
That's
and that's what Jesus did. He spoke in riddles. But if you really read it clearly, maybe he never did spoke in riddles. It's what you believe. Your religion, my
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about your religion. I really don't care. I know I'm saved. That's the only thing I care about. So when you go to bed at night, right?
Yeah.
Do you say the Our Father or Hail Mary?
Hail Mary or Our Father.
No, I'm asking a serious question.
I talked to the Creator.
Well, you're half native. I know.
Yeah,
that.
so I don't talk. I don't do that. I don't do that one. I talk to the Creator, Mother Earth, the planet, the sky, the sun, the moon.
Okay, so I don't have to talk to nobody then.
Yeah.
Right?
Is
that what you're saying?
Well, you could talk to the plants, the trees, the animals, the insects. Ourselves, humans. But no, I get it. I get it. Hey man, whatever floats the boat, right? People have their own choice, whatever makes them feel comfortable.
No, what it is, hey Scott, is whatever floats their own boat.
That's fucking.
It's whatever floats their boat. You want to pray. You want to pray to this guy. You want to pray to that guy. You want to pray to a penis. you want to pray to the. Because I know there's only one.
Mind, body, and spirit. Yeah.
And
You have a
he's the
question?
creator.
Yes. Oh, lady's
well,
asking
I know
Steve.
what you're saying. The creator, right? And the first thing in the Bible, what does it says? God created. Your creator. At least I think that was.
Yeah.
God created. Your creator. I think that's what it says. God created. What is it? God created. God created. Anyway, God created all living beings. And I didn't know. I ain't no monkey evolution thing. That's bullshit.
Oh, it is a crazy world.
Hey, listen. I knew that a long time ago. I'm going over to Hartley Dad. Hartley Dad, the one-legged motherfucker. And then I tell him, I go, you motherfucker, I donate to war amps. He didn't even know what the fuck.
Yeah,
man.
He's an American.
The UFO crash up there on the hill, on the mountain.
Hey, did you hear what I just said,
This is that
Scott?
story. And the
Yeah, I heard that.
Guys coming from out of their hole, which is the Kiva. And then this ant guy here that I'm looking right here, he's going to be sitting.
She an elder?
Because I have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
balance
Hoppy
it out.
prophecy
The reason why I have to
elder.
balance
She
all
an
this
elder?
out is
Yeah.
because it's
Hoppy
actually,
elder.
jewelry box. So this.
Did you ever see the three flames in the
It
tent?
makes the whole Kiva. See?
No.
That's cool.
I did.
The story. So I got the hinges put on there.
You ever smoked a peace pipe?
Yeah, I gotta invest another one. But yeah, I have.
No. I mean from the Indians.
And then
yeah, I have.
Take your first. I'll be the first.
I have, yeah,
customer.
man.
Good.
And then I made this guy say, "Well, why don't you make one like that?"
And you know what?
Doing
Your
crazy stuff.
history
I said,
is,
well,
hey,
all right. So
the tribes
I made
are
this
here in
one where
Canada.
The
The
aliens
Indians are fighting with
kidnapping
Indians, and then the
Ant-Man
fucker cocksuckers
on
come
his
over.
unique motorcycle.
The cocksuckers come over,
Yeah,
and they
all the
defeated the
fields
fucking
and everything.
Indians.
But yeah, he's kidnapping the Ant-Man.
Hey, I was married to a Ojibwa.
Ojibwe? I'm Ojibwe. Rex Berry, yeah, he's legend.
Right?
Hey?
So
Yeah, man.
people want to maybe
Yeah,
buy
man.
some of them, the little ant.
I have. I was
I have to make
Ojibwe
each
Nation,
one of them.
Ojibwe, and Anishinaabe.
And they all have stories, but I
yeah, but
started
something
making
there,
those
right?
stories with of what I've been telling you.
What's your email, or how do people get a hold of you if they'd like one? And while you're saying that, I'm gonna go get the ones you made for me because I want to show them off real quick.
I have them right here.
So what I have to do actually is get my daughter.
Because I had one that was yours, but
convinced
I never got an address from you. But
get my grandson
this one is
baptized.
like, the pyramid, that thing.
Because she never got the jibby jabby, eh?
It shows how
No,
they climb
no
how
jibby
they
jabby.
climb and how
No
they
jibby
do
jabby.
the petroglyphs themselves. Remember I told you? And it's
Fuck
like the three
no.
pyramids. And they're climbing and they're
That's my next step.
chiseling out the Hopi sign
You
up there.
understand?
And then
Yeah, I know. Well, they got. They're just funky, eh?
What's
and
that?
the
Controlling
one that I made you, I told you how strong they are.
Oh,
yeah.
Lifting up this big
the
tree.
system, the government. How come they say smoking kills
So
natives
cool.
and
Leap
have smoked for
project.
years
I
and
love it.
still
Right.
here
And
what
then I
kills
have-
us is them?
Let me
Yeah.
this.
hey, listen, I
There's
pick
warrior-
tobacco,
there's
eh?
a giant
Every
ant.
time I see a native, I always
Got
give
his
him a
shield.
smoke.
Yeah. He's got it on top of the.
Yeah, man.
That is so cool.
Yeah, and then this one is a
But
little
I
bit
do it for
smaller
black people
ant.
and
You
everything.
see that there is a bigger ant on this side.
And I
a
don't
smaller
even
ant
know
on
this
this side,
guy.
so they're kind of like
You see
the
that
two
black guy
combine,
gonna come
both are
here?
battling each other.
Yeah.
Or not battling, but going
I
to war.
don't even think
against
he'll come
different-
back.
Yeah.
The star people.
Because people
that's
are
the story
fucking
of that one.
selfish.
And then this one is here.
They're out for themselves, brother.
Climbing up there because he's mad on top of their house, and the ant on top is throwing water on top of him.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah, there's stories to every one of these, and then I make just the regular one, with him standing on top of a
I've
log.
seen most of
picking
the
up the
things
log
on
like a
this
log.
earth, eh? Scott,
I gave one.
maybe
Yeah.
you didn't see them. Maybe you didn't see them
the
yet,
one that,
eh? But I
no,
did.
the story of the Hopi life chiseling out with the old man. I gave him that one. And this one here for
You
you.
know,
the
all,
ant right
all
there.
these younger people,
So I thought I'd
they
make
don't
those,
respect
and
the older
if people
people.
wanted to buy, because I can
But
only
you know
make
what?
so many, and
I
then
still got a little
see the
gusto
end
in
of
me
those.
to knock them out.
But
I know you're going to have a lot of interest. So just for those that are watching
so.
this, I'm going to,
You like that
folks, I'm
one?
going to leave the information for Martin in the video description box. So when you want to order your handmade, just go directly
You
to that
understand what I
link,
just said?
and then
Yeah,
it'll go
yeah, I heard
directly
it.
to Martin. And I will help facilitate in any way I can as well if you need my help with that, because
I'm fucking lying.
And
everybody.
then There's the little book. You know, this is the one about the one. This is
But
a
the
new one
thing
that
is, eh?
I told the story and
I don't hit nobody,
and
right? You want me to tell you why I
that's
don't
me
hit
sitting
nobody?
down. The boy sitting
Because
down.
I
Right
know the same thing is going to
and
happen
these
to
are
them.
the ant people.
They're going to get
and the
hit
star
too.
people. This is the one book.
It's
and
not
this one's
karma.
The ant people of Hopi. And
Karma
then
goes
this
back
is
into
this is
Buddhism and
the other book
something
of
else.
they're not books.
In
They're just like little
old text.
manuscripts. But
But when
this
Jesus
one, this is one
came,
about
he saved everybody,
it's about the story bowls. You know,
right?
the ones that I told
So
you
he gave
that
it to
were
the
a
Gentiles,
couple of
the
100
Jews,
years old. You know,
everybody.
they talk about
That's why you got free will.
Exactly.
they talk
You have
about
to put a bullet in
you know, the
somebody's head.
pyramids and stuff. You know, but each one has photographs of each
And
one
the
of the
cops
bowls.
don't
and
even know it right
stories of
yet.
what
The
what
cops
it
don't
actually
even
is
know
all
it yet.
means. That one.
They're
That
still
one's just
asleep
here. And then I started telling him about those.
because they're
I
only
started calling
taking
cavemen, but
orders
they're like werewolves,
from
but
where?
kind of like
Government.
Bigfoot. So he wrote the story, a little story of how the Bigfoot came to
Wait till you see what happens to their kids.
the Hopi.
Okay?
And then I actually showed him pictures of the the
So I
thing
don't
and
know
how
who
he
you're
killed the
talking
cow
to
and
there.
actually
I
where
know
they live
you're
at.
probably streaming
Those are
it
real
out.
photographs. Up here is
And you're not talking too much, Scott.
monster. And then this is
Oh, I'm trying to grab some food.
they have their own home. which is
Skimming
not
through the
far
order
from
list
where
right
we
now.
live
I'm
at.
hungry as shit.
And then this is where the people from the Smithsonian Institute went up there just
I
before
can't
he
remember what
killed
that
our
one
cows
store was
for
called.
food.
Harvey's
And
or
that's why they
Arby's?
caught a picture of him going up
A and
there.
W,
There's
yeah,
three
fucking
other
A and
ones
W.
up there on top, smaller ones. And this was made. This
A and
was
W,
taken
that's
up
what it
in
was.
1892, I believe. Yeah. I'm
That's
still
how
working on
shit
some
food,
of the
man.
more stuff I'm going to add to
It
Especially
is.
McDonald's.
These are
Especially
stories that
McDonald's.
I write down, and then Ron takes them, and then he
It's all good.
he
You
makes
know
a
when you're
little
young,
thing.
you
He'll
know.
put stories that people don't know about
I'm a
anymore.
little
You know.
older now, eh?
So,
I eat
and
anything except
I'm just doing little
clothes.
things I can't carve anymore. I do little carvings, you know, like that one that I sent to you guys, and just the small little things I carve. But right now, there's like the interest in the Hopi artwork is.
And you know the thing is,
really
when
like
you go down to another
people
country,
are struggling right
they'll
now,
fucking give
so
you
they can't
bugs to
afford,
eat
you know,
too. That's
unlimited cost
Bugs. Eat these
to
bugs.
make. That's why, and then it's really hard for me to carve anymore. I shake too much, so I thought I'd just go ahead and make ant bowls because that's the ones that I took care of, you know. This one I need to get to you.
I can't wait to show that off. We need to get together soon. I need to come down there. I just need to drive down there and spend some time with you. And I've had a bunch of requests to go out
Let's see
there
what's
and
going
spend some
over on
time
there on
at
Hercules,
night in the early
man. Let's see
AM
what
with
he's
you
doing.
and just
Sounds good,
film
man. You
and
what?
see
You
if
heading over
anything
there?
shows up. And I would like to do that
No,
also.
I'm just
So,
looking at him right
I
here,
think
right?
that'd
I
be
got Hartley. You
a
want to
great
see it, man?
excuse to get
That's
out there and
Hartley.
hang out with you.
Tell you a story of
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah.
this
You see it?
marionette.
Yeah.
That's what they're called. They're
I
not
see.
called
I see.
puppets. These are the marionettes from Mexico. You know, you can
I
buy
don't know
them
what,
for like $2.
what they're fucking saying.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I've seen those before.
yeah, you can buy these all over Mexico.
We
Let me
got
grab her.
Hartley.
She's in here. I don't keep her inside anymore. I'll move around to her.
That's that
She's been in
one-legged
here for a while.
fucker.
All the
That's that
bags and I got
one-legged
her out and
fucker
stuff.
right down at the war ramp saying he's
Yeah.
looking for money.
Can you hear me, Rick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck him.
She's been
But
in the
God
box
bless
for
his
quite a while.
soul. That's right. I don't want to get in trouble with the Lord, you know.
Yeah. You want to move this down or up? I'm okay.
I think you're okay. Yeah.
This
Hey,
right here is a
Scott,
real boot.
I don't want to
This
get
is
in
a
trouble
real
with the
boot.
Lord. And I say, fuck
It's a
Harley,
very old.
right? I don't want to get in
We
trouble
just made him They made them. They used to put
God
little
bless
blankets in them.
Yeah, no, I know.
Forgive
me.
You know,
Forgive me.
The
You know what I'm
Native
saying? It's all good.
America.
It's all good.
Not from New Orleans, but from Mesoamerica.
All good.
And they used to put little stuff in, you know, to make medicines. Like the one that you found up there with offerings and stuff. That's what they used to put in there with medicine bags and they put they do
There's
weird stuff
another
with
guy
them,
on
you know,
here.
blood potions. Want to get
He's
somebody that's really
restreaming it.
sick and all
Stuff
kinds of
and
weird
stuff.
stuff. But this is a
Stuff
real
and
one.
stuff
Yeah,
is
from
restreaming it.
Mesoamerica, from South America. People. But
This guy's been
they're
on
all
8
here.
hours. Stuff and
It's
stuff.
very old.
Yeah?
It's
UFF
got
and
lead
such.
shoes and lead pans, I believe. Not really
But
sure.
this
We'll
was
look right now,
streamed
but
2 weeks ago, so
long
I
time
don't know.
ago
I don't know if he's streaming now
the
for live. Okay.
colonial days, where they had slaves and then they had those big mansions, you know, and
Yeah, the colonial.
the Cherokee
era.
Indians
Yeah.
and
Mosh is
the-
live.
the
Mosh is live. If you don't know
Cherokee
Mosh.
Indians and the Mohawk Indians, they learned how to be servants, you know.
Hey Scott,
they
you know
would
Mosh?
work in
Yeah,
these
yeah.
big old places
He's
for
live.
these rich
Right on, right on.
people, you
Yeah,
know,
he's
and
live.
take care of the children and cut weeds and all that stuff. And then
What up,
at
Zero?
that same kind of time, there was the
Burning
Indians.
Bushes
They
is
traveled
live.
around in wagons.
Burning Bushes, and what the fuck is her name? Cleopatra or Cryptomeria. They had their thing going. Freedom Steen joined up. Scott, that's you right now.
Yeah, that's
You've
me.
been on 116. You've been on an hour and 16 minutes.
I think longer than that.
Really?
I think it says 3 hours. I've been on for 3 hours now.
Really? Only says Freedom's Storm joined. Scott Freedom 10 watching. There's 10 of you watching. I have to go back into here. Hold on a second. 13 watching. Watching. I'd have to pull you up.
I always say, like, you do not realize the power of just talking to somebody, just getting what is in your
Chillin' Swill is doing maybe a restream on Hartley. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. A lot of people are live right now. It's Friday night.
Huh?
Cheers, everybody, for Friday night.
So we took precautions. Now, one thing you mentioned in your proposal was the amount of prudence that's essential. Is the government of Canada fiscally, because we can't manage monetary policy, we manage the fiscal policy. Do we have prudence built in?
I don't think so.
You don't think we have as much as we would like?
There's not.
Colleagues, well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I haven't had a chance to welcome Kathleen Wynne's former Minister of Finance to the House of Commons. I want to congratulate him on joining us. He shared with us his deep concern for fiscal responsibility. He just asked to balance the books. Stephen Harper balanced the books.
This guy's garage.
Oh.
Like and subscribe.
Listen,
Thank you, Chair. I'm very
tell
pleased
you
that we have the
something,
parliamentary
Scott,
budget officer with us at committee today.
Yeah,
Sir, could you start by telling us what is Canada's current national debt?
So the number, I had it handy.
You're probably
and
not
I
even
lost the page,
listening.
but it's roughly speaking, it's about
I hear you.
$1.5 trillion.
This
So
fucking war
slightly
has
lower
been
than that.
going on
$1.2
since
trillion
For a long time.
based on
was
our most
born,
recent
and
economic and fiscal
before
outlook.
that.
Okay, so Canada has a debt of a federal national debt of $1.2 trillion.
Okay.
What was Canada's
Because
total national debt
if you
in the year
really read the
2015
Bible,
when Prime Minister Justin Trudeau took
there's
power?
going to be
I don't have that number off the top of my head. I don't have historical numbers. Sorry.
Okay. Do you recall approximately?
Approximately, that would be around $500 to $600 billion if my memory serves me well.
Okay, so 500 to 600 billion was the national debt in 2015 when Justin Trudeau took office. It is 1.2 trillion now, and you're using an approximate figure historically, but are you fairly confident that the national debt has more than doubled in the 8 years that Justin Trudeau has been prime minister?
Put on a fucking mask.
If not more than close to. So, given I'm going on memory
Well,
here, I wouldn't want to be too definitive.
Healthy.
So if
you
not
know
exactly,
what?
then approximately. The
Who's dying
debt
now?
servicing costs projected for
them?
this
Or
fiscal
is it
year.
me that
What are
never
the
took
total debt servicing costs, the costs associated with having that debt?
Hey, maybe you got a
Made
fucking
that these will be
good needle.
$46.4 billion in the current fiscal year.
There's research on
And
that
according
too.
to the numbers that I have, that
You
is a
don't believe me?
significant increase
Fucking look
in
it
debt
up.
servicing costs over last year. That's because,
Amen,
if I
brother.
understand correctly, because of an increase in
Amen.
interest rates.
Last year, we estimate these numbers to have been 34.8 billions, and we'll have final numbers when the government tables the public accounts.
Okay.
I got a little wisdom, but I
Since
don't have a
the
lot.
current prime minister is responsible for about half of the national debt, it follows that the
you're
debt
getting your
accumulated
fucking
during
phone.
that period, that the
send
total
some
debt
up
servicing
to me,
costs we're
man.
paying,
Send some
half of
fucking
those are
phone
as a
to me.
result of debt accumulated in the last 8 years. Is that correct?
Not exactly.
you're
We
busy.
need
You're
to
not
look
even-
at the
you're not even
historical
paying
debt
attention.
and what's the composition of that debt, because debt that was incurred, for
Because you
example,
can't
in
do
the
two things at
1990s
once.
would be at a higher interest rate, and there would be still some of that debt that we are carrying on our books. So half is a rough approximation, but that may overstate it slightly.
Okay. All right. So as that old debt has to be renewed, we renew it at the current interest rates, which may be lower than they were in the 90s, but still, let's say, substantially higher than they were 2 or 3 years ago, as a result of the various factors that have led to an increase in the cost of borrowing for government as well as for
You seen this guy's garage? He's all right.
In terms of that debt servicing cost, 46.4 billion. Could you give Canadians a sense of what else could have been purchased for that amount of money? What, in terms of healthcare transfers or other needs that Canadians have? What is that value equivalent to?
Well, I can give you a couple of numbers to put these things in perspective. Elderly benefits this year will be $76 billion. So that's providing old age security and guaranteed income supplement to all seniors. Employment insurance this year will be $23 billion. So employment insurance, parental, regular EI, maternity, etc., will be $23 billion.
Okay, so that's an interesting thought experiment. Just to interrupt you there. So if this prime minister is responsible for debt that led to about half of the debt servicing costs, then we're paying, you say it could be a little less than that. So let's say we're paying $20 to $23 billion in debt servicing costs associated with this prime minister's debt. That's the equivalent to doubling employment insurance, doubling the value of maternity leave for everyone. We could be doing that, let's say, instead of paying debt servicing costs.
That's one interpretation. I wouldn't want to be the one
Harley dads,
because I need to do
much love,
a bit
man.
more
Take care.
analysis.
Much love.
You're very precise, sir.
Okay.
Sounds great, man. Much love.
All right. God bless.
Take care, bro.
I appreciate that. Overall, your estimate is 46.4 billion in debt servicing costs, roughly half, maybe slightly less, solely the responsibility of this prime minister who's doubled our national debt in the last 8 years. I think it's clear that he is not worth the cost, and I thank you for your hard work and analysis.
And I'm not going to be able to give you time for a response, but perhaps at another time, such as Mr. Baines, who's up for 5 minutes, please.
So we took precautions. Now, one thing you mentioned in
I
your
know,
proposal
right?
was the amount of
Bullshit.
prudence that's essential. Is the government of Canada fiscally, because we can't manage monetary policy, we manage the fiscal policy. Do we have prudence built in?
I don't think so.
You don't think we have as much as we would like?
Exactly.
There's not.
Colleagues, I'm going to interrupt for a second. I understand we're all having a lot of fun, but please let's allow a question and answer. And I hate to sound like the speaker, but please.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I haven't had a chance to welcome Kathleen Wynne's former
Right?
Minister
The whole
of
world,
Finance
funky
to
weather.
the House of Commons. I want to congratulate him on joining us. He shared with us his deep concern for fiscal responsibility. He just asked who balanced the books. Stephen Harper balanced the books. He's
Stephen
concerned about
Harper.
fiscal responsibility. He wants us to believe. And I can only say that if Kathleen Wynne's finance minister is the voice of fiscal responsibility in the Liberal caucus, then we have even bigger problems than I thought we did. We heard previously that Canada is going to spend this year $46.4 billion on debt servicing. So that's not new spending. That's not new debt. That is just money that taxpayers' money that we have to spend to maintain the debt that we already have. And that's in a context where the current Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, has more than doubled the national debt. To the parliamentary budget officer, my understanding is that $46.4 billion figure, how does that compare to the total amount that the federal government transfers to the provinces for healthcare?
It's slightly lower than the transfers Canada Health Transfer, which this year is expected to be $49.4 billion.
So 46.4 to 49.4. So with about a $3 billion difference, we transfer a similar amount of money to the provinces for healthcare as this government spends on servicing the debt. So hypothetically, if we didn't have debt in this country, we could actually double the transfers we're sending to provinces. And if we didn't have the debt that was accumulated under this government, we could increase the amount of healthcare transfers to provinces by 40 or 50%. That's the real world impact of the out of control debt and out of control increases in costs associated with debt servicing that have come under this government. And we heard from this government in the past, don't worry, the cost of servicing debt is low because interest rates are low. But they failed to consider the fact that interest rates, of course, go up. Could you confirm, sir, that we've seen significant increases in the costs of debt servicing as a result of the increase in the interest rates?
Yes, that's an important factor.
And in comparison to last year, you said previously, there's been an over $10 billion increase in debt servicing costs in total as a result of the increase in the interest rate.
Interest rates, but also the increase in the debt stock.
So the government is increasing spending, increasing debt. That's driving inflation, which is increasing costs for consumers. That's leading to increases in the interest rates because of rate hikes that are responding to that. And that is further leading to an increase in the debt servicing costs. Is this a kind of snowballing effect that we're seeing as the government spending is driving increase in various indicators that are all impacting the costs that Canadians have to bear?
It's one factor that contributes to increasing interest rates and increasing inflation, but it's obviously not the only one.
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna go for a ride.
If you're up, Damien's coming, that's for sure.
What else is there? Fucking. Meh. We'll switch to topics. Something funny.
In just a few moments.
What the it's hot time.
Có nhấp nháy đúng nhiều cái du thuyền người hành tinh đâu này.
It's insane. The Chargers had real AI robots at their season opener.
This is crazy. His hands is as real as mine.
Que alguien me explique qué fue eso. Wait.
Hi, I'm James LaFleur, and you're watching The Impossible Channel. Welcome aboard. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on for more videos like this. There's been loads of strange things going on in the past couple of weeks, and today we're going to be taking a look at some of these. From strange humanoid AI robots showing up everywhere, to clones, mysterious events, and unexplained glitches caught on camera, you're in for a treat. Are you guys ready? Well, let's go. Back in 1947, pilot Kenneth Arnold was flying an airplane near Mount Rainier, about 59 miles southeast of Seattle, when all of a sudden he spotted 9 unknown objects flying in formation, and they were moving like nothing he'd ever seen before. Astonished and in complete disbelief, he reported his sighting immediately. And it was this specific encounter that led to the birth of the term flying saucer, and it kind of kick-started all of the fascination that we have nowadays towards unexplained phenomena in the sky.
It's even going against the wind.
Fast forward to today, where millions of people have phone cameras with them, and we have countless sightings of these mysterious objects and unexplained phenomena all over the world. And from all of these mysterious sightings that have been happening lately, there's one specific that's been leaving a lot of people scratching their heads. A couple of weeks ago, in the city of Ho Chi Minh in Vietnam, the owner of a bike shop was enjoying his time riding his bicycle at a park. It was late at night and it was about to rain, when all of a sudden he spotted something strange amongst the clouds, something that wasn't supposed to be there. This is what he saw.
Ôi, cái nhiều người ngoài hành tinh này. Ồ. Hương ơi, nhìn thấy lạ chứ Hương ơi, có nhấp nháy đúng nhiều cái du thuyền người hành tinh không này.
Nó có di chuyển.
Ảo thật đấy.
Không phải là miền núi được.
Rõ ràng là trời không có cái gì luôn, trời đang nhiều mưa bão ở nơi mà
Bàn tay của Phật đã chạm đến. Trên cái thành phố này.
thằng này,
Đây là bàn tay của ai?
bàn tay của Như Lai thần trưởng.
Chắc bàn tay của Phật đang chuẩn bị đến đây để
Hương ơi nhìn lạ chứ Hương ơi.
bàn tay vô cực chưa?
At the time, the bike shop owner and his son thought that maybe this mysterious phenomenon in the clouds could be caused by spotlights or strobe lights from some sort of event nearby. But as they continued recording, they started to realize little by little that this was something else entirely. Whatever this thing is, the bike shop owner and his son realized that it could be some sort of luminous object, a huge one, hiding behind the clouds, and for some reason, leaving some sort of grill-type shadow and pulsating at certain moments.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Now curious, the bike shop owner and his son continue on recording this strange event. And this is what happens next.
Có một cái xe mồi tán gái đạp vào.
Yeah, you're right. I know. I got information from ex-military vets about building crafts. way back. Still at my
Nào
mom's
Tân,
house.
không hiểu chuyện gì đang xảy ra. Mọi người nhìn này, tự nhiên trên bầu trời xuất hiện những cái vệt sáng.
Much love,
Sau đó là có đèn nhấp nháy này. Rất kỳ lạ nhá, xung quanh này. Xung quanh tối đen như mực mà chuẩn bị đang có nhiều bão sắp mưa đến nơi này. Mà nhìn bầu trời này.
Did you see that? In a specific moment in the video, we can clearly see what looks like an unknown object being ejected from within this strange
It does look like the Phoenix Light. Yeah, man.
phenomenon in the clouds. And if we slow-mo the video and replay it a couple of times, you can clearly see this mysterious object. It's there, and it's moving quite fast. After being posted to the internet, the video amassed millions of views and thousands of comments, and internet users were divided. Some believe that these are spotlights or strobe lights from some sort of event nearby. Others state that this can't be it due to the fact that it's a foggy and rainy day. So in this case, a streak of light, a light column or a light pillar should be seen being projected from the ground, which is not the case. So this has to be something else entirely. But what? Now, what makes this even more mysterious than it already is the fact that this is not the first time such a phenomenon is recorded on camera. There were other similar events, such as the one in Las Vegas in December 2022.
There's UFO directly above the club right now.
What the hell is this? Honestly, this is really strange.
There's also one that happened in Spain.
Salutes, man. Freedom.
And many more. The thing is, in these videos, we can clearly see that whatever these things are, it's as if there's some sort of luminous object hiding there behind the clouds or within the clouds. And it's very clear in some of these videos.
What the hell is that?
Bro, it's way bigger than the moon.
What is that? What is that?
I don't know. Yeah, look at the moon.
Why is it glowing?
Dude, what is that? Are you videoing that?
Yes. I'm on the top of a building in Cape Town, and I don't know what this green glowing.
It's August 30th.
Oh my word! Wow. What is that, guys?
So I want to know your thoughts. What do you think is really going on here? Is this possibly just a coincidence? Maybe indeed strobe lights from an event? Or is there something else going on here? Something far more sinister? Something maybe not of this world? Have you ever woke up one day feeling as if you were in a dream? It's that strange feeling that sometimes we have, and we don't even know how to begin to explain it. Some people might call it a deja vu, others a glitch in the matrix. The thing
That's
is,
what I thought,
in the
Northern
past
Lights.
couple of years, a lot of people have been getting this strange feeling
Exactly.
as if we're living in some sort of simulation.
The cloud's not moving, and look how windy it is. I'm literally being blown everywhere in my hammock. Stay, Leeway.
What is this? What is it? Oh, what is it? What that is?
And this is the exact case with some of the videos that I'm about to present to you guys right now.
Nah, that's him. I just saw him with my own eyes today. Check it out.
Yeah, I was told that as well. Hidden.
Just imagine waking up one day, turning on television, and finding out that there's
They want to
someone
keep
that
us
acts and looks
informed
exactly
into a
like
small
you, as if you've been
corporate system that
cloned.
they created.
This kind of reminds me of the movie They Cloned Tyrone. Now, if you haven't watched this movie, the movie
Clone
follows the
Tyrone.
story of a small town mechanic, Tyrone, who stumbles
need to
upon a
watch this. I
shocking
haven't watched it
secret
yet.
when he discovers that he has been cloned multiple times without his knowledge. And as Tyrone and his friends delve deeper into the mystery, they uncover a large conspiracy involving government experimentation and sinister organizations.
Where can you watch this movie? Clone Tyrone. I wonder where we can watch this movie. Where can you watch Clone Tyrone? The movie called Clone Tyrone. On Netflix. On Netflix. Netflix. Sarah, do you have Netflix? Clone Tyrone.
What?
Clone Tyrone. Check it on Netflix if you have it. They clone Tyrone. The movie's called.
Can you show me the name just so I
Right here. Been meaning to watch this. Yeah, they clone Tyrone.
Creepy, but it's just a movie, right? Well, this is sort of what's been going on recently with an internet account by the name of Pine Straw.
Every planet
Exactly,
has
yeah.
which is the pyramid planet. There is a planet that's a pyramid. The shape of it is a pyramid. It's turning like every other sphere.
Public statement that AI technology creates an AI robot for movie promo and then go change.
Like many internet users, Pine Straw was surfing the internet when he came across this very strange video.
Is insane. The Chargers had real AI robots at their season opener. Look at how weird these
Completely creeped out by the videos, he tried to understand what was really going on. And not only him, the entire internet was completely baffled. Are these real AI robots, or is there something else going on here? But here's where things get even stranger. A couple of moments afterwards, Pine Straw realized that one of these AI robots acted and looked exactly like him. And this is where things amped up, and he started to feel as if it had to be some sort of glitch in the Matrix.
That's him. I just saw with my own eyes today. Check it out.
But I want to make sure that I get them feedback.
You see the guy on TikTok that said that's him cloned? They said that's him cloned. It looked just like him too.
Needless to say, Pine Straw started to immediately upload videos to his account, asking for people's advice.
That you gonna clone somebody or create a robot like that, and then just make it show up at the Chargers game, y'all. Listen. And try to bring awareness. And the more I get, bad.
Is this possibly a clone? Is this really an AI robot, or is there something else going on here? It didn't take long before there were several videos on the internet of people trying to explain this bizarre situation.
This man has come forth saying that basically that clone on TV is him. I'm saying like, hi, I'm the actor. I was behind everything. He's saying like his face, his whole face is literally on that AI robot thing that was at the football game. Exactly like him. But do you guys remember when everybody was going around putting their photos into that AI generator to look like business women? The terms and conditions of these things, it says that if you give us your face, we will use it however we want, whenever we want.
And this is an urgent warning. Stop following the trend. Better be careful about using them filters on your phone. Because these people out here cloning us without even asking.
All this clone talk going on, you know what this make me think of for real though? They already got our face scan. They already got copies of our voice. And the crazy.
Now, these are just theories that people are coming up with. And not only that, most people believe that these supposed AI robots are just actors promoting a movie that's called The Creator. And it could be, but it still doesn't explain how Pine Straw looks exactly like one of them. And it's apparently not just Pine Straw. There are other people also finding out that they look exactly like some of these AI robots, which makes it all very, very weird. But it doesn't stop there. When it comes to supposed glitches in the Matrix, there's one specific video that was uploaded by Eric of a very bizarre phenomenon that happened inside his home, and his family caught it all on camera.
Agua de las flores. Déjalo ahí, déjalo ahí. Déjalo.
Wait. Kevin, look, we checked the rest of our dishes and look, there's water in here. There's water in
Déjalo ahí,
here.
déjalo ahí arriba para enseñarle a Fernando.
Oh, what? Wait, ¿también dices que ahí está agua?
Sí, aquí tenía este agua. Ya me lo eché yo todo en la cara.
Oh, it's wet. What the?
Yeah, oh my God, look at Eric.
Oh my God.
Apparently, a large portion of the kitchen had been flooded by the water that was inside the flower pot, and Eric and his family were completely creeped out about it. It was already strange that the flower pot was completely intact, as if nothing had moved it. However, things get even stranger when they open the kitchen closet and find out that there was water splashed all over. It had been splattered on the top shelves, on the cups, on the dishes. How is that possible if the closet door was completely shut when this happened? A glitch in the Matrix or something else entirely? But it doesn't stop there. For some mysterious reason in the past couple of years, there have been several videos portraying what's supposed to be these massive cities floating on top of the clouds. It's not just one video, it's several different videos that portray the same thing. And at first, the explanation that was given by experts is that this phenomenon is called a fata morgana, which would be a complex type of mirage caused by rays of light that are bent when they pass through air layers of different temperatures. However, in some of these videos, it doesn't look like it's a mirage, not at least a mirage from the buildings on the ground. In this specific video, for instance, we can clearly see what looks like a castle.
Yeah, it should be.
In this next video, internet users also agree that this looks like a very old type of construction, very different from the buildings that are seen on the ground. But it gets even stranger in a recent video that was posted by an internet account by the name of Query47. In this specific video, we can see some sort of structure floating on top of a cloud, and what looks like people walking from one side to the other. This is what was caught on camera. Did you see that? What looks like a pyramid-shaped structure can be seen on top of the cloud. And together with the structure, what looks like people walking from one side to the other. But what makes it even weirder is the fact that there's some sort of blinking light just below it, as if there's something hiding there in the sky. Some internet users suggest that this is a parallel dimension of some kind that for some reason is showing up on our sky. Others say that it could be a hologram, and some believe that this is indeed a fata morgana, some sort of reflection off of a building on the ground. But I want to know your thoughts. What do you think is going on here? In 2020, a group of girls decided to visit the Northern State Recreation Area in Washington State. Now, the Northern State Recreation Area, located in Sadro-Woolley, Washington, is a historical site that was once the location of the Northern State Hospital, a state psychiatric hospital. Today, the area has been repurposed into a recreational space including hiking trails, picnic areas, and opportunities for bird watching and exploring the hospital's historic buildings. And it was on a sunny day in August 2020 that Gabrielle Quinn and a couple of friends found themselves in a very strange situation. Gabrielle and her friends were visiting the abandoned insane asylum, and it was after they had toured most of the abandoned buildings that they caught this on camera.
Ashley.
After this bizarre episode, Ashley and Gabrielle got the heck out of there as fast as possible. After being uploaded, the video amassed millions of views and thousands of comments, and most internet users were intrigued. Some internet users suggested that this is most likely a Wendigo or maybe a skinwalker trying to lure them into the woods. Others say that this is possibly a recording to do the exact same thing. Now, taking into consideration that skinwalkers and Wendigos are entities known for trying to lure people into the woods, mimicking humanoid screams, it could be what's going on here. Not only that, they did find a creepy message on one of the walls suggesting that there's some sort of entity that lurks the area. But still, I'm not too sure. This could be just an elaborate prank or a hoax, or it could be that they caught some sort of entity like a skinwalker or Wendigo on camera. But when it comes to creepy encounters in the woods, in the past few months, there have been several people claiming to have captured Bigfoot or Sasquatch on camera. And apparently this is the case with this next video that was recorded by a couple of hikers in Ohio. And this is what happened.
He's looking at us. Whoop! It's right there.
Yeah.
If you want to make money online as an affiliate marketer, you may find this a little bit controversial, but we've stumbled across a way to earn reliable paychecks week after week.
Paychecks.
You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, that's not a deer. What the devil is that? That's a predator. Its eyes are facing forward.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what that is.
Oh, draw your... I don't like to look at that.
I know, right?
His eyes are wide, too. Look at that. Those are big eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. You cocked? Oh. All right, let's go.
What looks like a large humanoid creature can be seen lurking just behind some of the trees late at night. Unfortunately, we can't exactly make out what this creature is, but it's definitely big. And when it gets up and starts walking on its 2 feet, the two hikers decide to get the heck out of there as fast as possible. Now, I'm not exactly sure if this is a legit Bigfoot sighting, or if it could be, for instance, a bear.
You cocked? Oh. All right.
Taking into consideration the strange sound that can be heard in the beginning of the video and the way the creature keeps staring at them, it could be that they caught some sort of humanoid creature on camera. But it gets even stranger in this next video that I'm about to show you guys. This particular situation, the person in question thinks that there's a bear at sight. So he gets his camera and starts recording. And this is when he realizes that whatever this thing is, it's something else entirely. Check this out.
It looks like a bear.
Unfortunately, there's not much information about this video, but I want to know your thoughts. Is this the real deal, or is it something else entirely?
Yep.
Now, when it comes to the fashion world, one could say that there's not much mystery surrounding it. But within the luxurious stores, the glitz and glamour of the runway, and behind the scenes of the high-end boutiques, there's one mystery that's been leaving a lot of people creeped out. In the last couple of years, a certain fashion brand got itself involved in one of the strangest internet mysteries. A mystery that involves missing people, paranormal activity, and much more.
Focused on me too. All right, you guys, we're gonna go here now. If you look at this, not a doll, mannequin, she is looking down. She's definitely looking down. In the pictures that we took, She's looking right at me.
And I'm about to show you guys some of the videos that may actually prove all of this. But before that, let me explain how it all started. On March 2020, Christopher G., one of Balenciaga's models, supposedly went missing. He was attending a party at a friend's house in the Hollywood Hills area of Los Angeles, California, when his car was found abandoned in a residential area in the same place with his phone and other personal belongings still inside. According to FresherLive.com, LAPD and the entire neighborhood launched a search to find Christopher G. without any success. Now fast forward to November 2022, Balenciaga got itself involved in a very big controversy, a controversy that ended up in a $25 million lawsuit and much more. At the time, a marketing company that Balenciaga hired came up with a very bad idea, an idea that caught the attention of millions of people all over the world, but not the good kind of attention. This, for instance, is one of the videos that got Balenciaga into this mess. Take a look.
What's in your bag?
In my bag, like stuff for a baby.
Hold it for you, and you can take the things out. Excuse me.
Yeah. Look, there's like when she starts to cry, like then when she gonna pee, I don't know. Then when she's boring,
Now, I'm pretty certain that you can imagine why this wasn't exactly the best of ideas when it comes to marketing campaigns. It didn't take long before Balenciaga became the focus of several controversies and crazy ideas and theories.
It's a massive scandal. One of the big questions has been why celebrities line.
Internet users started to speculate what was exactly the message that Balenciaga was trying to send with this very creepy and bizarre campaign. Strange, isn't it? But it gets even stranger when on April 2023, a woman noticed something really bizarre about a mannequin in one of Balenciaga's stores in Paris.
Okay, people, tell me something. So this is a store in Paris. This is a man's store in Paris. And this is a mannequin that they say that they made and put this in the store. This boy look like somebody bomb. Look at his hand. Wait, I'm doing it through the hole. Look at the boy hands. Look, the hands. His hands is as real as
When I first watched this video, I was impressed by the realistic mannequin that she had found in a Balenciaga store. It's way too realistic, and it does have a very creepy vibe to it. But still, it could be a wax statue or something like that. But this is where things take a really strange turn. Not only does the mannequin look exactly like Christopher G., the missing model and designer for Balenciaga, the mannequin also appears to turn its head and look straight at the woman in a certain moment in the video. Watch closely.
This is freaking serious, I swear. If anybody have this guy missing, if anybody have this guy missing, please. This is crazy. I've never seen anybody look so freaking real. How you have this man in the store? Sit down, look.
Word up, Truth Movement.
Look at that. You see? This is freaking crazy. Look in the guy eye.
Much love, chat.
And them said they made this mannequin and put clothes on him and have him sit down in the window. Look at the guy friggin' face. This look like the friggin' guy who was in the
Did you see that? In a certain moment in the video, the mannequin appears to turn its head and look straight back at the woman. Is this a camera illusion, paranormal activity, or maybe something else? After being posted, the video amassed millions of views and thousands of comments, and a lot of people all over the world were leaving comments and very much convinced that this was actually Christopher G., the missing model and designer for Balenciaga. And, well, it actually does look like Christopher G.
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do whatever you want. You can have really relaxed, slow-paced stuff where you can take it easy. Or you could be on the edge of your seat, shaking, making split-second decisions.
The only thing is, I did a quick research and Christopher G apparently did a live video on his
Yeah, I know, right?
Instagram recently, explaining that he was alive and well. But the thing is, most internet users weren't much convinced. One internet user stated that's an old pre-recorded live, not a new one. And if the mannequin is a wax statue, why does his jawline look kind of strange? Many others agreed that he still has the same hairstyle since 2020, the year that Christopher G went missing. One internet user made an excellent point. If that's him, why didn't he explain the process in doing a lookalike mannequin and make more videos other than the live stream? And finally, one internet user added, "To me, he doesn't look like the same in the live stream. Something is off." Now, I'm not exactly sure if this is the case. It could just be a very well done wax statue, taking into consideration that there are many more or lookalike mannequins in various different Balenciaga stores. But then again, is this possibly just another creepy and elaborate marketing campaign from Balenciaga, or is there something else going on here, something far more sinister? What's your take? Now, I've never been to the Philippines, but I know it's a stunning tropical paradise in Southeast Asia, full of beautiful places, islands, beaches. It's a traveler's dream come true. But beneath the sunny skies and palm trees lies a spine-tingling myth. It's the kind of stuff that will make you question absolutely everything you thought you knew about reality. In Filipino folklore and mythology, encountering a photo or a video of a headless person is often associated with a bad omen or a supernatural entity known as the manananggal. Now, the manananggal is a mythical creature in Philippine folklore, and it's particularly something that happens more in Visayan and Tagalog regions. It is usually depicted as a woman with wings and usually is seen at night. Now, I didn't find many videos that actually prove the existence of this manananggal creature. What I did find, however, was a series of videos and pictures of people enjoying their time with friends, families, normal pictures and normal videos. But when the pictures and videos are developed or uploaded to a computer, some kind of creepy glitch occurs, and the person in question appears to be headless. In the Philippines, this is supposed to be some sort of paranormal phenomena that happens, and it's a sign of a bad omen. Now, I did find several videos that portray this exact situation, and one of the most popular and convincing videos that I've come across is one of a couple of friends enjoying their time at a party. This is what was caught on camera. Check this out. In this particular video, you can clearly see what looks like a headless person dancing at the party. Now, I did watch this video a couple of times or maybe more, and I still can't see how this is possible. There's also another video where a couple of people are recording some sort of celebration at a gym, and this is what happens.
Let's now have the live revealing of teams in 3, 2, 1.
In this video, something very similar occurs, but I'm not exactly sure if this is the real deal. And if you start searching for the topic, you'll find countless videos of this supposed glitch or paranormal phenomena. Are these videos fake, maybe CGI, or possibly the real deal? But it doesn't stop there. When it comes to strange and unexplained paranormal phenomena, there's one specific video that's been leaving the entire internet creeped out.
It's outside. What the?
She's scared to open my door.
A couple of weeks ago, an internet account by the name of Alyssa094 posted a very, very strange video. Now, Alyssa is used to uploading vlog-type videos of her and her family having a good time. But in one specific video, things take a very, very dark turn. And this is what Alyssa captured on camera.
All right, my daughter's room is up there, and we keep seeing some. All right, put your flashlight up. Okay, wait, we're gonna look down for a minute, but put your flashlight down. Let's see if we can get it to go again. All right, flash it up there. Oh, now it's gone. Put your flashlight down. Watch it again. Put it down. Put your flashlight down. Let's see if it'll do it again. All right, put it up. Hurry. Oh, look at that.
Did you see that? Well, you probably didn't. Like most people, I had to watch this video a couple of times to understand what was going on. Watch closely as the blinds move by themselves, as if there's someone peeking over them from the room above.
All right, put your flashlight up. Okay.
Completely creeped out about what was going on, Alyssa uploaded the video to the internet and it amassed millions of views and thousands of comments. Some internet users left comments saying that she was too calm for this to be the real deal, but I don't know if I agree. People react differently. Watching the video over and over, I noticed that when she flashes the light into the room, there's no shadow being cast, no reflection, nothing. It does seem legit. It does not seem like CGI or fake to me, but I want to know your thoughts. If this is the real deal, what do you think Alyssa should do next? Could this be a legit paranormal encounter of some sort, or is it maybe something else entirely? Well, this is it for now, but we do have more videos. Don't forget to check them out. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on for more videos like this. And I'll see you guys again.
If you have an hour this week, you can learn 100 songs on the piano by learning just 4 chords. These.
Tiny homes off-grid.
This alternative lifestyle, living on a narrowboat, off-grid, out in the countryside, having different scenery every few weeks when you move, seeing different wildlife, the tranquility of it all has saved my life. And it puts me in a wonderful place. And I've learned to live in the moment. I've been living on the boat for 5 years now, and it's incredible. I don't think I could go and live in a house. It's just so amazingly different living on a narrowboat. Everything slows down, and living in such a small space, having the least amount of things gives you a lot more freedom. You feel a lot freer, you know? You've got less to worry about as well. I've been married for 26 years, 2 children, and was working in the pub trade with my wife. And we decided to go and live abroad. And unfortunately, after the first year, my wife became very, very ill very quickly and passed away. and I was left devastated. You know, I was depressed, and I had to come back to the UK, and I came back with very little money and a suitcase. That was it. I ended up couch surfing, staying at friends and family's houses, and had no home. Didn't know really where my life was going. But I was really, really depressed, and nearly ended my life. Woke up in hospital one day, and that was a bit of an awakening for me. And I ended up getting a job with the Canal and River Trust. The Canal and River Trust, they look after the canals, the 2,000-mile network of canals throughout the UK. And I became one of their fundraisers. And I got chatting and friendly with all the boaters, and they were telling me how amazing it was and how it changed their lives. And I just thought, I got to do that. I need to be on the canal. How could I, you know, but I've got no money. I can't afford to buy an aeroboat. And I went back to a family member, was talking about it, and said, look, you know, I've got to get out of this depression. I need a home. I need somewhere to stay, because I was couch surfing and staying in people's houses that I didn't know. And my family relative says, how much do you want? Go out, buy yourself a boat. And that's what I did. And it was only sort of like the second boat that I looked at that, you know, as soon as I went inside, I just thought, this is home. I could live on this boat. It's amazing. And so that's how I got the boat, and so grateful for it. This lifestyle has saved my life. My home is 57 foot long, and it was built in 2005. It's called the Liverpool build, which were quite common in their days. It was quite in a dirty state, rusty state, but not that bad. You know, it was just surface rust, but it needed painting, it needed a rub down, and never done anything like it in my life before. But I managed to rub the whole 57 foot of the boat down, treat the rust, put some primer on, and repaint it the lovely green. And so the interior, I've not really done a lot inside. The chap that had it before me, he'd insulated it with foam. He did all the carpentry in here. He did all the fitting of the kitchen, everything. I am a full-time liveaboard, and I'm a continuous cruiser. A continuous cruiser is a person that doesn't moor their boat in a marina. I just literally move every 2 weeks. That's the rules with the Canal River Trust. So for me, moving the boat, it's not a problem. I love it because it's like you're on vacation all the time. You have 2 weeks in one beautiful place, and then you move on to another place. And the energy is different every time. The scenery is different every time. Living off grid, I have solar on the roof. I have one solar panel, which just provides enough electricity for me to work on my laptop and to charge up all my little bits and pieces that I need, and the lighting, of course. And the engine also provides electricity. The engine is diesel powered. I would love an electric boat, but I haven't got the money to pay for that. So I'm just happy with what I've got. I have also the wood burner, which provides me heat through the coldest of winters, and it can get very cold in winter. We can get frozen in sometimes, and you really do need that on. And it does heat up quite quickly in this boat. In the kitchen, I have a gas cooker, and the gas is provided by 2 bottles that I have at the bow of the boat in a container underneath, hidden away. So I haven't got really a lot of expenses. I just pay the Canal River Trust a fee to live on the canal. There's the insurance to pay, things like that, maintenance of the boat, the blacking that needs doing, where the boat comes out of the water and it's basically jet washed down and then re-blacked to protect the hull from corrosion. We have to buy fuel for the fire, fuel for the engine to work, and I have gas for the cooker, and that's it. The gas is just for the cooker only. But 2 bottles of gas can last me up to a year. It is cheap if you're a continuous cruiser. If you're in a marina, like a lot of boaters, they pay a lot more fees, and it does cost a lot more, and the electricity can be quite expensive. And that's why I chose to be a continuous cruiser, keep moving along the canals, because it's a lot cheaper way to live. And it's just, I just love moving about and just to enjoy that time at each different mooring. Financially, I just get by on very little money. I look after a family member who's 80 years old. I look after them 2 days a week, and I have a small amount of money coming in from donations from my YouTube channel. During lockdown, my job as a fundraiser with the Canal River Trust ended, and I needed something to do. So I created a YouTube channel because I'm an amateur filmmaker, self-taught. I decided to share all that beautiful footage and become a vlogger in a way. And I have this channel called Inspired by Nature, and it's about just sharing my experiences and putting positive vibes out there, and showing people how connecting with nature can help you. There is quite a lot of hard work behind the scenes living on a narrowboat. You know, you've got to go and get supplies. We're off grid, so you know, we don't have a continuous water supplied to the boat. It's got a tank at the front of the boat, so I have to go and fill up the water tank. I have to go and get my fuel for the fire, and supplies for food and things like this. Sometimes I'm moored out in the middle of nowhere, maybe 400 yards from the nearest road, and I have to go into town, get the shopping, and bring it back along that towpath in all weathers. And so you're trailing that trolley. Luckily, that's what I have, is this trolley. And yeah, it's not all what we call castles and roses. It can be quite difficult at times, especially in winter, when there's lots of snow, and sometimes you get frozen in as well. You can't go anywhere. Luckily for us, when you're frozen in, the Canal River Trust can't tell you to move on. You have to stay where you are. And the temperatures can, you know, inside the boat, because the water's cold, frozen over at times, then the boat can be really cold. And if I've gone away for a while and the fire's gone out, it can be minus temperatures inside the boat. But it doesn't take long to get the fire going, and within 20-30 minutes or so, it starts warming up, and it can be very, very cozy in winter inside this boat with the wood burner there. But it's something over the last 5 years that I've got used to. It seems difficult, but you know, all these things that, like the engine bay, I end up servicing my own engine bay, and you get oily and greasy. But at the end of the day, all the negatives are outweighed by the positives of living this lifestyle. I just enjoy this so much, living on the canal. It is beautiful, and like I say, not having a lot of things, being very simple with the amount of objects in the boat. You know, there's not a lot of clutter. It's very simple, and I think that's how life needs to be, really. Sometimes we get too attached and gather too many things. I don't have any regrets. I'm pleased that I moved on to a narrowboat. I'm just enjoying every moment, and that is the main thing for me. And what I've learned to do is live in the moment, enjoy now, the present time. I'm in a good place, and I'm lucky as well. Very lucky to be here.
Subscribe to Exploring Alternatives and check out our playlists for more stories like this. You can also follow Dave on YouTube at Inspired by Nature.
Inspired by nature. All right, yo. I'm gonna end the stream. Bam. Much love to everybody. Y'all take care. Peace, love, and freedom. I might be back on later, but y'all have a good night or whatever time zone you're at. Peace.